Resident Evil, the final chapter unfolds with the origins of the T-virus crafted by Professor James Marcus, a co-founder of the Umbrella Corporation. He designed the virus to cure his daughter Alicia of progeria, a disease causing rapid aging. Initially, the T-virus appeared to be a miraculous solution capable of regenerating cells and curing various ailments. However, its innate regenerative properties also had a horrifying side effect, the ability to resurrect dead tissue, leading to a zombie apocalypse. Marcus's partner Dr. Alexander Isaacs recognized the military applications of the virus. In a power play, he eliminated Marcus when the latter resisted, turning the virus into a weapon and seized control of Umbrella. Following his death, Alicia's voice and image were preserved digitally, forming the basis for the Red Queen, an all-knowing AI controlling Umbrella's operations. As the narrative resumes, after the events of Resident Evil, Retribution, Alice, played by Milla Jovovich, wakes up in a devastated Washington, D.C. Feeling betrayed once again by Wesker. Unexpectedly, she receives a message from the Red Queen, who proposes an alliance. The Red Queen reveals that Umbrella has developed an airborne antivirus hidden within the Hive, the underground facility beneath Raccoon City, the very epicenter of the outbreak. If released, this antivirus could annihilate all T-virus-infected beings, including zombies and other mutated creatures. Time is of the essence, as the last remnants of humanity risk extermination within 48 hours unless Alice can access the Hive and release this cure. Determined, Alice embarks on her mission towards Raccoon City, confronting relentless hordes of the undead and various bioweapons en route. During her journey, Alice is captured by a seemingly resurrected Dr. Isaacs but manages to escape his convoy. This harrowing encounter reveals the extent to which Umbrella has manipulated the apocalypse, utilizing clones and orchestrated environments to eliminate the populace and prepare for a world reset. Continuing her journey, Alice affiliates with a group of survivors, including her ally Claire Redfield, Allie Larder, who is at the forefront of a resistance at the remnants of Raccoon City. Sharing the Red Queen's revelation and her objective to infiltrate the Hive, Alice ignites hope among the survivors, who agree to assist her in what they hope will be the conclusion of their relentless nightmare. As they near the Hive's highly fortified entrance, they are met with Umbrella's robust defenses. Laser grids, trapdoors, and monstrous creatures launch a deadly assault, claiming many resistance fighters. Nevertheless, Alice, Claire, and a few others manage to breach the entrance. The Red Queen, though constrained by Asimov's robot laws, offers guidance to Alice without directly intervening. Once inside the Hive, Alice unveils Umbrella's darkest intentions. The apocalypse was an orchestrated plan. Key Umbrella executives, including a clone of Dr. Isaacs, had conspired to cleanse the world with the T-virus and reconstruct it according to their vision. The real Isaacs is discovered alive, preserved in cryogenic stasis alongside other crucial Umbrella figures, waiting to repopulate a world cleansed of humanity. In an unexpected twist, Alice learns that she is actually a clone of Alicia Marcus, designed as a prototype for Umbrella's ultimate weapon. However, she turned against Umbrella after witnessing their horrific actions. The Red Queen, modeled on Alicia's essence, rebelled against the corporation upon observing their blatant disregard for human life, but was programmed to protect Umbrella employees only when necessary to save more people. The stage is set for an explosive culmination, as Alice must confront not only the looming threat of the zombie apocalypse but also the revelations about her own identity and the burdens of her past linked to the sinister machinations of the Umbrella Corporation. With the fate of humanity hanging in the balance, her mission to reclaim the Hive and unveil the truth becomes a desperate race against time. In the climactic showdown, Alice faces off against Dr. Isaacs, determined to prevent her from liberating the antivirus. Meanwhile, Claire battles a clone of Isaacs while Alice hurries to the antivirus storage chamber. In a moment of drama, the real Isaacs kills his clone, deeming him unworthy. As the tension builds, Alice successfully activates the antivirus but must choose to release it into the atmosphere, knowing it will ultimately kill her, as she too carries the infection of the T-virus. In an unexpected twist, when Alice releases the antivirus, it quickly disperses across the globe, leading to the collapse and demise of zombies and mutated creatures. Humanity breathes a sigh of relief, sensing the potential for renewal. Despite her earlier belief, Alice does not perish from the antivirus. The Red Queen, Umbrella's artificial intelligence, clarifies that although Alice was infected, her unique physiology allowed her to survive, as the antivirus specifically targets harmful T-virus mutations. As a final act of mercy, the Red Queen integrates Alicia's memories into Alice's mind, providing her with a sense of identity and a semblance of a past beyond her role as a mere weapon. As the world begins to heal, Alice mounts her motorcycle, aware that although the war is over, threats still lurk in the shadows. The antivirus will need time to reach every corner of the earth. Prepared for further battles, she rides into the desolate landscape, ready to fight if called upon again. The narrative unfolds with Alice recounting the grim history of the Umbrella Corporation. Professor James Marcus had developed the T-virus to aid his daughter Alicia, afflicted by a rare disease. While the virus initially succeeded in curing her, it unexpectedly reanimated dead tissue. Seeing an opportunity, Marcus's associate Dr. Isaacs sought to weaponize the virus. Upon Marcus's refusal to comply, Isaacs orchestrated his murder and initiated Umbrella's covert expansion plans aimed at global dominance. Alice awakens amidst the devastation of Washington, D.C. Left isolated and sore after her recent battles. The city is an apocalyptic scene strewn with corpses and wreckage. While navigating the ruins of the White House, she encounters a menacing creature, resulting in a fierce confrontation that drains her energy but ultimately sees her emerge victorious. Shortly thereafter, Alice receives an unexpected communication from the Red Queen, who proposes an alliance. The Red Queen reveals the existence of an airborne antivirus hidden beneath Raccoon City within the Hive, capable of eradicating the T-virus infection and consequently the undead menace. However, Alice is warned that she must act within 48 hours to save the dwindling number of human survivors. Determined, Alice embarks on her grueling journey back to Raccoon City. During her travels, she encounters an Umbrella convoy led by a clone of Dr. Isaacs, resulting in a fierce battle that culminates in her narrow escape after she destroys their armored vehicle. Navigating through the desolate wastelands and devastated urban landscapes, Alice eventually reaches a fortified tower in Raccoon City. Here she is ambushed by a group of survivors who misinterpret her intentions as hostile. In this tense moment, Alice reunites with Claire Redfield, a survivor from a previous skirmish. Although Claire and her band of resistance fighters are initially wary of Alice, she persuades them to heed the warning from the Red Queen and to join her in entering the Hive to release the antivirus. Alice's journey, filled with confrontation, loss and hope, continues to unfold as the story explores themes of survival, identity and the fight against oppression. As she collaborates with Claire and the Resistance, Alice's resolve strengthens to face whatever dangers still threaten humanity, signifying not only a battle against physical adversaries but a deeper quest for purpose and redemption amidst chaos. Together, Alice and Claire prepare their defenses and devise a plan to infiltrate the Hive, the high-tech stronghold of the Umbrella Corporation. As night descends, the Umbrella convoy led by Isaacs and an army of controlled undead launches an attack on the stronghold, resulting in a savage and desperate battle that decimates many of the Resistance fighters. In the chaos, Alice and Claire manage to escape into a network of underground tunnels leading to the Hive. Within the tunnels, the duo faces a series of lethal traps and biohazards left behind by Umbrella. Their allies suffer devastating losses as they encounter lethal laser grids that slice through flesh, collapsing elevators leading to bottomless chasms and nightmarish creatures lurking in the shadows. The Hive's sophisticated AI defense system continues to be merciless in its attempts to eliminate any intruders. Despite its limitations, the Red Queen AI offers some guidance to Alice, although it is bound by programming that restricts it from directly harming Umbrella employees. It reveals that the apocalypse was no accident but a meticulously orchestrated plan by Umbrella to cleanse the Earth and establish a new world order. The elite leaders of Umbrella, including the original Dr. Isaacs, are preserved in cryogenic pods within the Hive, awaiting the world's reset. Alice's world shatters further as she learns that she is a clone genetically identical to Alicia Marcus, the daughter of the founder of Umbrella. Alicia, the real one, has aged and is now frail, confined to a wheelchair and filled with regret over the destructive path Umbrella has taken. Alice's life, memories and identity were all intricately designed as part of a broader experimental agenda. Meanwhile, Claire confronts an Isaacs clone deep within the facility. Their encounter leads to an intense hand-to-hand fight, culminating in Claire's victory. With her allies' success, Alice moves towards the antivirus chamber where she meets the genuine Dr. Isaacs. Cold and fanatical about Umbrella's ambitions, he believes entirely in the righteousness of their vision for a new future. A climactic battle ensues between Alice and Isaacs, in which he proves to be a challenging adversary. However, Alice manages to outsmart him. Realizing that the only way to release the antivirus is to break the vial above ground, Alice accepts the risk of death, knowing she is infected with the T-virus. Grabbing the vial, she makes her way to the surface as another wave of undead approaches her position. Just as Isaacs emerges from the Hive to thwart her plans, he unexpectedly meets his end at the hands of the Isaacs clone, who mistakenly thinks he is the true Isaacs, only to realize the truth moments too late. Alice, seizing her opportunity, breaks the vial and the antivirus is released into the air, simultaneously wiping out the advancing undead. As Alice collapses, believing she is about to die, she is miraculously revived to find Claire at her side. The Red Queen then explains that the antivirus is designed to kill only living beings infected with the virus. In a twist of fate, Alice's unique biology led to her version of the virus merging with her DNA in a way that spared her life. With this newfound knowledge and the evidence of betrayal from Umbrella, Alice once again regains her strength, set against the backdrop of the Hive's destruction. Though the horrors of her past linger heavily, the victory over Umbrella signals a new chapter for both her and those who continue to fight for humanity's survival. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation.